Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717 here. I hope everyone's incredibly well. I got the saucy bossy all cozied up in her little basket over there, and we're going to dive into a channeled message I've received. Okay, so what I'm getting for the divine feminines is like your divine masculines, pretty much wanting reconciliation, okay? And how this looks is through manifestation. I feel like a lot of them are silently, wishing, hoping, praying, communicating with the universe in any which way they can, to manifest some kind of reconciliation energy, speaking to you again, just wanting to know how it is you're doing. They want those lines of communication open again. But what I'm also picking up from the divine feminines as well is that you just want to keep moving forward. Okay. So I see you moving through a tunnel, and you can see you've been moving through this tunnel for a while, and it's been dark, but nonetheless, you know that once you keep moving forward, eventually there's a way out. And you're at this part of the tunnel where you can see this beautiful light. And so you know that you're embarking on something brand new, but at the same time you start hearing like echoes of a voice behind you, and I feel like that is your divine masculine. So many of you may be seeing 222 a lot, paired up with like 717, 111, like new beginnings, decisions to make around new beginnings. So let's go ahead and dive into that energy a little bit and see what clarity comes up for those of you who are maybe drawn to the title of the reading. Okay, what is happening on your twin flame journey? Okay, so we definitely have new seeds being planted. Okay, so this is the 222 energy. Is right now you're planting a seed. Right now you have a decision to make. So you may ask yourself, what is next spring going to look like? Okay, for many of you, you might ponder or wonder what happens if you answer to that voice that's echoing from behind you, or what happens if you just continue to move forward. So a lot of you, again, are being faced with a major decision, okay? Facade and beliefs, I feel, could be your divine masculine's energy right now, asking themselves what it is they want. I feel like for a lot of them, they pushed this journey away. It really made them question their beliefs as well. I feel like for a lot of them, they tried so hard to get this out of their head, out of their mind, out of their heart. Chose karmic situations, really tried to, I feel like, intertwine their energy with a lot of these karmic situations, really try to force it to fit. But somehow, like if you look, there's wires connected to the mask as well. They do not feel connected to whatever they've set out as their reality. And I feel like you have a way of forcing this energy to come through for your divine masculines, okay? For the divine masculine collective as well, I do see like many of them can't deny that they're on some kind of journey with the divine feminine, because I feel like for a lot of them, they've been getting the confirmation, especially with people that they may talk to about you. I feel like even people around them are saying like it's been years, because I keep hearing that message over and over for many of you. It's been years since you've been just feeling each other's energy or not being able to let go in some way. Okay. We have limitations and fears as well. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are scared to do what you're doing, divine feminine, which is going off on your own path. Lately, the tower that's falling for a lot of the divine masculines is it has to do with approval. I do see like breaking away from societal expectations of them, and this has a lot to do with their community, family, groups, friends, just what people expect of them, and really harsh judgment if they don't align with those expectations, okay? And really having to be faced with living life in a really limited way because of these fears, okay? I feel like internally, a lot of your divine masculines may feel a lot of distortion and disconnectedness, because there's a part of them that's really eager just to be whoever it is they want to be, but they're so angry with themselves that they care so much about what other people think, okay? They don't know how to break that cycle, is what I'm getting. And that might be a seed that's being planted right now for them to really take off this mask or really question their beliefs, okay? But I feel like many of you in the divine feminine energy, that's exactly why you are faced with this decision, right? I feel like many of you want to break from a lot of these lessons that you keep attracting with this divine masculine energy. So part of walking towards that light at the end of the tunnel is the light will, so I feel like, cleanse or refresh or really break that cycle of needing to I'm hearing codependency, and I know that word is really triggering for many people, but it goes deeper than codependency, guys. Like, I feel like with twin flames, it's like really having the courage to genuinely like cut that cycle or cut that cord and see what comes next, and see like, you know, what else is destined for you without this experience attached to you, without this person's energy attached to you. Okay, so we have apology, we have forgiveness. I feel like a lot of what it is they're seeing, especially now with you in this place of just wanting to move forward, there's nothing to fight anymore, or there's no conflict even on a spiritual level or energetically between you two, because it's just dead air. I feel like that's what you're giving, is dead air. So they have no chance now but to face the energy on their own, right? Because I feel like it was one thing when you were maybe kind of fueling this connection as well, but now I feel like even your belief in this connection has really fizzled out or died out, divine feminines. Okay, and what's happening for a lot of your divine masculines is they're realizing that, okay, wait a second, now it's my turn. You know, now they're on that kind of spiritual hamster wheel, if you will, of just certain structural things around them just falling down or starting to crack. And how that's going to look is just feeling unfamiliar around people. In fact, I saw a clip the other day of, you know, that kind of look on your face that you get when you're talking amongst a group of people that you usually hang out with, and then kind of toning out and realizing that it's like, oh God, like these topics that they're talking about is just so not me anymore. Or like the jokes that they're making are just, it's not my personality anymore. I feel like that's what's happening with a lot of your divine masculines, and it feels really horrible. It feels really terrible. And again, they're having to do what you are having to do, which is let go and move forward. We have karma balance and justice taking place. I feel like it's coming up yet again with some kind of tower moment here, as to here's another opportunity to be authentic and be yourself. Okay. Let's see what else is coming up in terms of this karma for the divine masculines. Okay, so we have avoidance and we have stalemate. Okay, and I feel like this could be going into hermiting as well. This is why they feel uncomfortable. Many of them could be also avoiding going out at this time. People's energy could feel very heavy, or they could start feeling very sensitive towards other people's energies right now. So much to the point where going out makes them feel a little bit ill or sick. And I feel like this is all part of the ascension as well. Many of them could be in this kind of bored, stalemate energy, wanting to be alone, feeling really nostalgic as well about the journey with the divine feminine, because that's the only thing that I think feels genuine or real at this time. And because they're feeling so uncomfortable around other people's energy, because it might feel like fake, or, you know, when you can kind of see through people, or let's say you know somebody really well, and then you might end up meeting strangers, and then it's like watching this person interact with these people, knowing how they are behind closed doors, that might kind of turn you off, or you might start seeing these things happening in slow motion around you, where it's like you could see people's mannerisms, you could see people's expression on their faces. I feel like for a lot of your divine masculines, they could be just having experiences like that, which is why they could be in this avoidance energy. Okay, they don't want to see it. It's like, what's happening? Why am I hearing your thoughts? Like, why am I feeling your energy on me? Like, why do I feel so awkward around you? They could be having conversations with people where it's like they know people are lying, or they know people are putting up a front right to their face. So it feels like I just need to be alone or on my own right now. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you who are just kind of moving forward, they may kind of tug on your energy or think about you a lot at this time. I also am hearing a message, like while they're thinking about you, they want to know where you get this resilience from, or this strength. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on the divine feminine's energy and just see, you know what I want to see, guys? I want to see like what the divine feminine's advice is, because I just feel like genuinely a lot of the divine masculines are craving communication with you. And why that is like your energy, even when they look at your picture, or they don't even know why, but they could just be drawn to like tuning into you. It's a sense of comfort. Like, you know how you would like watch certain channels because you like the person's personality or like the way their voice sounds or whatever the case is, especially for those of you who have social media platforms. And it doesn't even have to be, it could just be like looking through your old pictures on social media, or they love looking at videos of you as well and just hearing your voice. I feel like that's why many of them may really just want communication. I'm also hearing too, like, if you could just send me a sign, you know, like if I feel like spiritually, if they could know, or even energetically, that you're still there somehow, then they would get the vitality to do whatever it is they got to do, like take care of shit. But I feel like they don't have access to that right now. So let's get the divine feminine's just wisdom for the divine masculines at this time with everything that they may be going through. What do you have to say to them? I'm going to cut the deck in half so I don't get a bunch of messages flying out. Okay, so we have the Five of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. Okay, poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Okay. So I feel like putting focus into this at this time. You may already be thinking about this, or many of your masculines may be getting clarity on this as well in terms of where it is they need to put their focus. They could be feeling weighed down by other people's energy when it comes to maybe work. Okay, many of them may be feeling like a lot of this clarity that they're having about people's energy, or maybe people lying or being deceitful. It could have a lot to do with work. They don't want to do this type of work anymore, therefore it's affecting their finances. Okay, so this could be something that they may want to share with you or talk with you about, or get your optimistic energy. Okay, many of them could be worried right now. Okay, if a lot of you may be seeing 555 along with 717, it is that they are worried about just this ascension. Am I going to be okay? And there's something about your wisdom or the way that you speak or encourage them that means the absolute world to them right now. Let's get more from the divine feminine to the masculine. Okay, so we have the Page of Autumn. Okay, so studious, responsible. Okay, so having to be responsible with your money. And I feel like a lot of the divine masculines have maybe acknowledged that lesson already. Sobering up, you know, watching the company that you keep. Don't spend money wildly, you know, pay attention to who you're spending money on. And even when it comes to, you know, a career change, you know, maybe at this time, having the strength to control your emotions and maybe sacrificing, and maybe it's not time for a career change, but maybe your wisdom would let them know to just tune everything out and focus on the bigger things. You know, focus on what you need to focus on right now. And then once you've completed or you've achieved some sort of goal, you know, maybe then on the side, you know, start getting your creative endeavors into place. I feel like that's what your divine masculines are missing, is your divine feminine energy brings creativity. Without you guys communicating, they're missing that. Okay, I'm feeling heavily from the divine masculines that it's like their creativity is shot, and when you two aren't vibing, they get in a bad mood with everybody. Okay, I feel like the karmic victories are very temporary, because what your divine masculines are realizing is that they do not have victory without the divine feminine. And then this is exactly what points out who the true divine feminine is in these connections. Okay, that's why they're always drawn back to you. The karmics are scratching their head going, why? It's because the energy, right? A lot of the divine masculines, they can't create. They can't do what they want to do with true divine masculine energy, which is to build, create, assist, help, do things by the numbers, do things, you know, effortlessly. Who do you think fuels those ideas? It's the divine feminine, in terms of the seeds, right? Like, I feel like the divine feminine is maybe they're holding all of the seeds, and then like you're fertile with it, and then there goes your divine masculine, like fertilizing all of the ideas. I feel like for a lot of them, everything feels shot. It's like quicksand. They feel like they cannot move. And now with you completely going in another direction, that is what's causing this big tower to fall. Okay. It says happy news about your career, which is great because this one said poor timing for a career change. But I feel like after some sacrifice here, a lot of the divine masculines, things are going to be going a lot more smoothly. Okay. So I don't know if that means reconciliation for many of you. I feel like somehow the universe is going to end up orchestrating that for a lot of you because like they're caught up in their memories of you, okay? And usually when that happens, they manifest because they think about you so much, so heavily. Like I'm talking about waking up out of their sleep saying your name. A lot of these karmics are pissed, okay? They know who the true divine feminine is because they're sleeping right beside the divine masculines, and the divine masculines are uttering your name, either drifting off into sleep or waking up out of sleep in the mornings. Okay, the connection cannot be hidden. The truth is coming out. Okay, and for a lot of the divine masculines right now, I feel like the biggest area their energy is being affected right now is like, and that has to do with this whole twin flame journey, is like they need connection to the divine feminine. They're sorry that they shut this out. They're sorry that they avoided you. Okay, they're facing a lot of karma here for not being honest. Not only with you, but with the people in their lives as well. Okay, this masculine is like, really in the process of just kind of paving the way for themselves at this time. Because I feel like what's happening is like only they know what it is they're going through. Right. And I feel like genuinely the people closest to them are starting to see as well that, connection to this divine feminine is necessary because it means being honest. It means being authentic and honest with whatever is, kind of bubbling around inside of your headspace and your heart space. So, yeah, I think that many of you can anticipate communication again. And I feel like also too, like divine feminine, like a lot of you may feel the effects of this as well, as like that separation affects you both. But I feel like, many of you you have your connection to source. For a lot of you, a lot of your divine masculines feel connection to source through you. Otherwise, if you're not there, I feel like it feels cold. It feels, cloudy. All right. So I don't know who this was for, but I do hope it finds you guys well. Take it easy. I will catch you guys on Wednesday. I will be going live again at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know there's some of you in different time zones. So I will maybe try to do a poll and find out some different times that work so that you guys can catch me live as well. But check me out in the community post. I will be sharing the link in the feed. Otherwise, I'm on Hipsy as well. You guys can drop down into the description box and I'll have all of the links available to you, okay? And I am in memberships as well if you guys want to check out some of my behind the scenes reading. I do a lot of my 18 plus content there as well. And I've taken all of the sensual readings off of my playlist and I've popped it into the membership section also. And there's a couple of tiers there, guys. There's one for you to really just kind of check out the types of readings that are on there. And if you really want to commit, there is the extended option as well. Okay. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Take care and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay. Bye.